What's going on, everybody? How you doing? My name's Josh.
Howdy, I'm Sarah.
We are bored at home.
That we are.
And Sarah, what we're playing today?
Today, we are playing. I'm just going to trash the whole place.
Trash it all.
Gloomhaven!
Jaws of the Lion. We are going to kick
Yes.
off into a bit of a Gloomhaven campaign.
I love it.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
excited.
We have been playing regular Gloomhaven for a couple of years now.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
We've finished the base game and we're on to...
We're doing Forgotten Circles at the moment in preparation for Frosthaven
So
coming
excited.
at some point.
Yeah.
At some point it'll turn up. But
Yes.
we thought, we've had Jaws of the Lion for a while. Did the first scenario with our kids who weren't really feeling it. and then it has sat on the shelf since then. So we thought, what better time to crack into some more Gloomhaven?
Share the Gloomhaven love.
Yes, so we're going to play some Jaws of the Lion.
I'm so excited.
It is going to be a good time. So, we're going to do the things.
We're going to do the things.
We're going to do... Who are you playing as?
Right. Yes. I
have
am
you got?
playing as the Void Warden.
Yes.
I've named her Melina.
Melina.
She is Melina the Void Warden.
I like it.
Right. Would you like to hear her story?
I would
know you're
very
saying
much
yes.
like to hear her story.
Right. She's a human Void Warden. Humans are by far the most dominant of the races. She's not wrong. Spreading across the continent like locusts. Locusts.
Yes.
Erecting extravagant cities and disturbing slumbering forces. They can never hope to understand. The human society is one of rules and regulations, but also one of great diversity. Due to their intense curiosity and relentless nature, humans can find themselves walking amongst any path imaginable, from the obscenely wealthy noble to the unappreciated tavern cook, from the blacksmith forging rugged weaponry to the corrupted pursuit.
How's that reading working out for you?
Of dark magic. The void is a dangerous and terrible place. Anything that enters is dissolved into a coarse black sand without explanation or remorse. That sounds awful. After a near-death experience with the void as a child, which scarred the left side of her body, the Void Warden made it their duty to protect others from a similar fate. Being touched by the void has left more than just physical scars, however. They can channel the power of the void to manipulate their thoughts and actions of both allies and foes. The Void Warden can also offer powerful boons of healing and stamina, but those gifts usually come with a terrible price.
Like losing
sounds
half of your
amazing.
body. Crikey.
How cool does she sound? I'm more excited now.
Right,
Go for
so
it. Who are you
I
playing
am
as?
playing as the Demolitionist, and because there is demolition in the name, I have named him Smash in tribute to the great 80s tag team Demolition, because why not? Him. The Demolitionist. Because of their diminutive size, Quattrels feel they have a lot to prove. From an early age, they are encouraged to study as much as possible about many different subjects. Though there are expert Quattrels in any field, they seem to have a particular affinity to engineering and machinery. Their long, delicate fingers allow them to build all manner of intricate contraptions to make life easier and augment their inferior physical strength. Though they are not numerous, quattrels can easily integrate themselves into any society due to their expertise in critical fields and their charming, graceful demeanour. Only a fool would shun a quattrel's offer to help. Even when augmenting themselves with machines of their own creation to destroy anything that stands in their path, quattrels will still do it with charm and flair. Though they may be small, demolitionists don't let that hold them back in the least. Between their rocket boots, multitude of bombs, and giant piston fists, they are a force to be reckoned with. Sometimes the only path forward is the one they create themselves, and in such cases, it's just best to get out of their way. Holy moly!
Was Tiny Terry, was he
Tiny Terry was a quattrel,
I thought so, yeah.
He was. So, let's look into it. So, we're doing scenario 1. So, the thing about Jaws of the Lion is it's pretty much designed to introduce people into Gloomhaven. Like, it eases you through. I'm pretty sure it's like the first 4 scenarios all introduce the mechanics that will become full Gloomhaven, right? So it's going to start you off easy. So you're going to start off with a hand of 6, I'm going to call them tutorial cards. So you've got an A deck, which is just 6 basic cards. That's what we're going to be using for this scenario.
It should be quite weird for us because we're so used to playing
full Gloomhaven, right?
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting. It's a good way to get a hold of your character and learn their ins and outs and all that sort of thing. So what we'll do, we'll jump over to the book, not the board, and then Sarah, you can tell me, what am I looking at?
Right. So firstly, it will be upside down for you at the moment. But just while we read, you've seen me, I can barely read right way up. I definitely can't read upside down. So at the moment, it is upside down for you, but it will be back to...
No, I think that'll be all right. Because, for all you guys, as long as you guys can see the map and the figures, it doesn't really matter, I think, what... Right.
You just can't read the writing unless you can read upside down.
You'll just have to hear our Sarah's...
We'll get Josh to read. He has a better reading ability. So... See, these door symbols here, this is where we can start. It's an up to 4-player game. So we can start anywhere. You're starting there. What's your name? Smash is starting there. Smash. And Melina is starting there.
Yes.
Then we have these symbols. So at the top it tells you there are Vermling raiders in this scenario. And we've got... So because we're playing a 2-player game, we'd look at the first line of each of the Vermling raiders to see what we've got. So there it's a white, so it's a normal. Here it's black, so there isn't one. Normal here, not one. Normal, and regardless what level you're playing, it's elite. So it means that for a 4-player game, it's going to be harder.
Yeah,
because there's 4 of you.
Because there's more of you.
Which I like that it does that.
Yeah.
We've then got obstacles here and here. Yes. They are green, Josh.
Green obstacles in Jaws of the Lion.
So different obstacles will have different, I want to say abilities, but they're not abilities.
So in this scenario, green obstacles, they are hexes that cannot be entered.
So, yes.
That's all it says about those.
You don't know if you can shoot over them.
Usually you can shoot over an obstacle, yeah. But I don't think either of us are ranged, so I don't think it's going to matter.
Okay, sweet. I think I have some...
You think that's it?
I think that's it. So, Josh will read out, but the goal, this one is scenario 1. It's called Roadside Ambush. And the goal is to kill all enemies.
Kill all enemies.
So these 4. Hopefully that's not too difficult.
What I'm going to do as well is I'm going to magic to the side. We're going to be using the Gloomhaven Helper app for the playthrough. So we're not going to be using the monster info sheets and all that sort of thing. So you'll be able to see what everybody's doing in real time like we are. So I'm just going to add these Vermlings to the app. So do you want to give me the elite number?
Got elite number 6.
Yes, and
then
then
we've
regular.
got normal 1, 2, and 5.
1, 2, and 5. Okay.
We've used this to help her almost, I think, from the start. I think we did 1 or 2 scenarios with all the
squares and the
yeah.
envelopes and the little like.
Especially because usually when we play normal Gloomhaven, we would play. There's 4 of us, so having 4 of us. Plus your coffee, plus your stuff, plus the other stuff, plus the other stuff. It just got way too full.
Oh, yeah.
And then
it really adds to the time, the setup time, takedown time of
Yeah,
Gloomhaven.
absolutely.
And I think that's most people's biggest complaint about Gloomhaven is it just takes too much to get going, like to set up, to take down. There's lots of things to take care of. Yeah. Like these apps, they're a godsend, you know. So
the other thing with this one is the map is in the book, where in original Gloomhaven you have tiles.
Build it out.
So it's quite cool.
So this is it's got these, and then there's a supplementary book as well that sometimes adds to the map. Right. So I'll just read the introduction to. It'll be good to get back to the Sleeping Lion after a fortnight going up and down the still river chasing a bad lead on a missing blacksmith. You can almost feel the warmth of the inn's hearth when Gloomhaven's walls come into view. You're almost home. To be fair, it's not just the blacksmith. An alarming number of people within the poorer districts of the city have gone missing. Usually nothing comes of it though. Just another poor soul forgotten out here on the edge of civilization. The blacksmith's wife, Sandy, however, managed to somehow scrape enough money together to hire you to find her husband. You're not sure where the money came from, but no matter the source, it couldn't have come easy, which makes it doubly painful to return to the city empty-handed. True, Sandy was a little light on the payment, but you are the Jaws of the Lion, one of the most well-known mercenary groups in this backwater dump of a town. Surely it can't hurt to take a charity case every once in a while. Getting good jobs is about maintaining a reputation after all, which is why you really need to get to the bottom of this and not return to the widow with nothing but calluses on your feet. Also, you probably shouldn't call her a widow to her face, at least not until the fate of the blacksmith has been confirmed. Given, however, that none of those who disappeared have returned, the outlook is grim.
Oh dear.
As these cheery thoughts pass through your mind, you notice movement up ahead and immediately draw your weapon. The sun has dipped low in the sky, reducing visibility, but you can clearly see some ramshackle wooden barricades blocking the road in front of you. And sure enough, as you cautiously approach the scene, Vermlings jump out from behind the obstructions, flashing crude swords and sharp sticks. There they are. You have to admit, you're quite tired from the day's journey, but still, these oversized rats certainly picked the wrong group of travellers to ambush today. You are the Jaws of the Lion, after all, and always ready to show there is only one outcome for anyone who dares threaten you. Open new location 1, the roadside ambush. And if you haven't yet, read Learn to Play guide.
Boom.
So let's get into it. It's the roadside ambush. The road back to Gloomhaven has been long, and now to get attacked by Vermlings when all you want is a warm meal and a soft bed, well, it makes you mad. Mad enough to kill these mangy creatures before you collapse from exhaustion. Of course the Vermlings have other plans. They gibber about wanting your coin and the meat on your bones. Nasty things, really. Best to ignore their ranting and end this quickly. Special rules for this scenario. Make sure each of your character's starting hand consists of their 6A abilities. The Vermling Raiders will act on initiative 50 every round. Oh. They will move first. Their base move is 1 and attack for 2. So all of them are move 1, attack 2. That's all they're doing.
Oh, so we don't really need that.
We don't really need the app, but I think it's best to, while we're doing it, we'll just...
Will it automatically do it?
I honestly don't know.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out when we draw and see if it says they're going at 50. Right. If the app doesn't say they're going at 50, then we will
What do we go at?
So you've got your initiative numbers in the middle.
Sorry, I was looking at the air going, but we're all here.
How do you play Gloomhaven? You have your hand of cards.
Yes.
Each turn, you're going to select 2 of those cards, and you're going to play a bottom action of 1 and a top action of another. You can't play two bottoms, you can't play two tops, has to be one of each. Every card can do 4 things. Okay, so I'm going to use my knock out the support card as an example, okay? So the top action of knock out the support says I can attack for 3, a melee attack of 3. Also, in the bottom left corner of that attack 3 is a basic attack 2. Some cards, situationally, you might not be able to use its top thing, but you might be able to, you can always just hit for 2. Okay? So every card has a basic thing. Some cards burn, they're one-off uses, but you might not want to burn that card right now, so you just use it for its basic instead. The bottom is the same. Bottom tends to be your movement, not always, but it tends to be moving around the board. So you've got your bottom action of move, or once again, it has in the top left, it has a basic move of 2. So if you don't want to use the bottom action, you can always move 2 squares. So what we're going to be doing is we're both going to be picking 2 cards for their top and bottom actions.
Yeah.
And then we're going to we're going to put them face down on one on top of the other. Boom, boom. And then we're going to flip them over and reveal our initiative number, which is in the middle.
Yep.
Whoever has the lowest initiative goes first. We know that the Vermlings are going at 50. The thing about Gloomhaven is...
Usually you wouldn't know when they're going.
No, usually you won't. It's just for this intro scenario that we know that they're going 50. So that's the thing about Gloomhaven is you're not supposed to be like, hey, Sarah, I'm going to go at 47. It's all about like, because your individual characters with their own goals and their own things they want to do. So sometimes Sarah might do something that really messes up my turn. And she probably will. But for now,
wow,
we'll just see how it goes. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly pick a couple of cards.
I've done mine.
You've
ready.
already done yours? Okay.
Yeah. I'm just dawdling along.
Sorry, I was too busy talking.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do... okay, I'm going to use that one.
So are we putting it in the app?
Yes, we will put it in the app when we've flipped them. I'm going to do these 2 cards. That's my turn. And I'm going to go there. Okay, so have you picked your 2?
I picked my 2.
All right, let's go. What are you doing?
43.
I'm going 20. Okay, so let's put you in. You're going 43.
I am going 43.
I'm going 20. And let's see what happens when we draw, if it just automatically knows. It does. Automatically knows. Yes. Look at that technology, eh?
Yay.
It knows. So,
first.
The app shows you the order in which everybody's going. It automatically sorts who's going what. So you can see I'm going 20. Now, my 2 cards, I've taken the... I'm going to do the bottom of knock out the support, which says move 2, destroy an adjacent obstacle. If you do, then strengthen yourself. So there should be some little I've destroyed this counters in this box somewhere. I think.
What do they look like?
I'm not sure they are actually. Well, we'll find them. But for now, I'm going to move to here. And I'm going to just put a damage token on this obstacle so that we know that it's been destroyed, okay? So I've destroyed an adjacent obstacle, which means I strengthen myself. So just strengthen, boom. Which means I gain advantage on all of my attacks until the end of the next turn. Advantage means when you flip your attack modifier, which I'm going to show you in a second. Advantage means you flip 2, take the best. Disadvantage, flip 2, take the worst.
Which sucks.
It does suck. But okay, so that was my bottom action of knock out the support. Now I'm going to do my top action of implode.
Yep.
Which is attack for 3 and muddle.
All right, go for it.
Okay, so I'm at advantage, so I'm going to take my modifier deck.
I've shuffled mine.
I'm doing a base of 3, so I'm going to flip 2 cards. So I'm either doing a +0 or a +0. There you go.
That's a hard decision.
Yes.
Which one's worse?
So I'm hitting for 3. Hit Vermling number 2. He has no shield or anything for 3. 1, 2, 3. That gets rid of that. And I've also muddled him. Muddle is disadvantage, like we talked about. So when the Vermling attacks, it draws 2. Oh, where's the monster modifier deck?
Didn't get that out.
That's all right. We're not there yet anyway.
Half a job.
Okay, so that's my 2 cards. I have knocked out the support and imploded. And then I will, boom, I'm done. And it is your turn. I'll shuffle these monster modifiers while Sarah takes her turn.
Right. I am going to, so one ally, this is Gift of the Void. One ally within range 3.
That's me.
That's you. May perform an attack 2 at range 3.
Okay.
Because, and this is where he's messed with my plan.
That's true.
So when you attack, doing a range attack, but at close combat, you have to do it at disadvantage.
Thankfully, I'm strengthened, so they're going to cancel each other out. Okay. So I'm just going to flip 1 modifier card.
Okay. Look.
So I'm doing an attack of 2.
2.
Flipping
this guy.
At Vermling 2. And I'm getting a +1. So that means I hit him for 4. No, sorry, 3. So he's dead. So see you later to that Vermling.
And then when you kill something,
drop a coin.
They drop a coin. Just falls out their pocket.
Oh, do you know what?
Snot.
They don't do that in this. So regular Gloomhaven, yes, they do. In this first scenario, they don't.
How do you know that?
Because they start dropping loot in the next scenario.
Oh, sucks. Right, so that was my first card.
Yes, that was your first card.
Next card is I'm going to move 4.
Oh, nice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I know, isn't it funny? Like, you're like, I know how Gloomhaven works. They're supposed to drop these things.
Yeah.
It took me a minute because I'm like, pretty sure that doesn't happen yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Vermlings.
Vermlings go.
So we mark you off as gone.
Yes.
So
Elites always go first.
Yep.
So what they're doing?
Number 6, and they always go in numerical order. So for elites, this term doesn't matter. Everyone is moving 1, attacking for 2.
That moves 1.
Then Vermling number 1 moves next. Then next one, yep.
So they've got to go round the.
They can't walk through obstacles either.
No,
and that
you get some monsters that can fly. And so they'll just flutter over. Also means you can't put traps down because
they just fly over them.
They just fly over them, which
it's
sucks.
True. All right, so let's go to the next round.
Right.
I'm gonna pick a couple of cards, and so are you.
Yes.
And how far away am I? 1, 2. I'm 3 away. Okay, so that makes it reasonably. Oh, okay. I'm still strengthened, which I need to remember.
Just until the end of your next
Till the end
turn.
of this round, yes.
At the end of it's not at the end of the round.
End of the turn, sorry. End of my next turn.
Oh yeah, it's your turn. I wasn't sure.
So I get well, yes, because if you went before me and made me attack again, I would still be strengthened, but at the end of my turn, yeah.
Alright, I am ready.
Alright, I'm gonna flip it.
And 49.
19.
Nice.
Okay. 19. And you are going 49.
That I am.
And then draw. Guess what number they're going?
50!
50! Okay. I'm going first. And I'm strengthened. So my first thing I'm doing is I'm using the bottom of Explosive Blitz to move 4. So 1, 2, 3. So there. Oh, do you know what? Actually, I'm going to stand there. 4.
All right then.
And that elite is right next to me.
He is.
Next, I'm going to use 1-2 punch to attack for 2 and then attack for 1.
Ooh.
Now I'm strengthened.
Nice.
So the first thing I'm doing is attacking for 2.
Yeah.
So
at advantage.
Advantage. Boom.
Yes.
There's my times 2. Okay, so I hit him for 4. Now he's on 10 life, but not anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Okay.
Awesome.
Now that little symbol on the bottom of the ×2, the circle, means at the end of this round, I have to reshuffle my modifier deck.
Yes.
And then I'm going to do the next attack, which is attack for 1, but still at advantage. So there's my miss, and there's my 0. So because I'm at advantage, I take the best.
That would have been really bad.
Yes, so I take the 0. So I hit him for 1.
Nice.
So that gets rid of that. And that was my 1-2 punch. Done. You're up.
Right. I am going to use...
Do you know what wasn't a really good thing that I forgot to do? I forgot to actually start recording on my app. So we're just going to carry on. And now I'm going to magic the app up. You ready? Boom, I've magicked it up. Look, I remembered. Look, here's this app I've been talking about the whole time. So, yes, there it is. Sorry about that, everybody.
So you can see that Josh was at 19, then it's my turn. I was at 49 initiative, and then it's the guys.
Right, so, boom, the magic app is there.
Useless.
I know. Useless. Apologies to all.
The whole way through, people going, what are you talking about?
What's this magic app?
Right, so I'm using...
Hey, at least I remembered it round 2, okay? Could have been like 3 scenarios in.
Right, I'm using Turn Out the Lights.
Okay.
And I'm attacking for 3 at range 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to attack the Vermling Elite.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, yes!
Times 2 straight away.
Awesome.
Is that a 6er?
6.
He's dead.
Oh. That messes with my other turn.
I did so well, I messed up my own turn.
Okay, and my other one, I was going to get you to attack him as well. Oh, we'll take him off.
Well.
But you can't. So I will use the basic. Which way are you going?
Well, I think I might as well go down there. Yeah, are you more ranged than melee?
A bit of everything, but mostly I need you to do my bidding. So I am just going to basic move to there.
So that's what we were talking about before with using the basic symbols instead of the...
Yeah, so in the corner.
So this was your Lure of the Void instead of doing...
Yeah, Lure of the Void. Instead of using the main attack, in the corner there's a little walk 2. So it's either walk 2 or attack 2. I'm doing the walk 2 because I used the top of the other one. And then it's the Vermlings turn.
Okay, so Vermling number 1 moves 1.
Can't attack.
Next one moves 1 and attacks me for 2.
So they have their own modifier deck.
Which is where?
Right
up there. Yes.
Have you shuffled it?
I think I did, but we'll just shuffle it really quickly again. There we go. And now we're going to flip 1 for the monsters. Attacking for 2. Attacking for 3. So I have a base, at level 1, I have a base life of 8.
Ooh, I have 6.
In Gloomhaven, you can either take the damage, like there's, you can have shields and things like that to reduce it. Or, and once again, I'm not sure if this is the case in this first tutorial scenario, but in general, you can either lose 2 cards from your discard pile or 1 card from your hand in order to negate all of the damage.
Yes.
So that can be really helpful sometimes, but you have to remember in Gloomhaven, your cards are your life. Yep. If you lose all your cards, you're exhausted. So I am just going to take the 3 damage for now, which puts me on to 5 health, because I'm pretty sure you're a healer. Right, so it's the end of the round.
That is the end of the round.
And look on the helpful app, you'll see that it's just...
So we should only have 2 cards left.
Yes,
Makes
we
nice
sure
and
do.
Easy.
Ready? You're already ready.
I've not even looked at what the cards are. I'm just going to go with the flow.
Okay. But what about what number you got? You haven't even picked a number.
Yeah, I just went with the lowest one.
You're a mad woman. Okay, I'm going to go that one.
Ready?
Right, go.
23.
Ooh, 37. Okay, so...
It's me first.
23 for you. Oh, that's 26. 23 for you. And 37 for me. Draw.
Ooh.
Right, you are up first. What do you got for us?
Yes. So
now you're reading them like, oh.
I'm gonna do this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna move. It's move 2. This is called Wicked Scratch.
Yes.
And it's a move 2, but I'm gonna move 1.
Sorry, before you carry on,
are you gonna shuffle
both of us need to shuffle our modifier decks.
I can do that while I'm talking.
You shuffle them at the end of the round.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna strengthen at range 3.
You're gonna strengthen me? That
so
sounds
I will strengthen you
fantastic.
right
I could totally
so
do with some strengthening.
you are now strengthened.
Okay, thank you very much. I am strengthened.
And then that was that one. And then suggestion.
Okay.
I'm going to force... Oh, I didn't read these the right way around. No. This is why you should read your cards.
This is why you should have just been like, no, I'm just taking these two. You should have maybe had a look at them first.
Oh, can I do it the other way around and not strengthen you?
I will allow it just because it's the first time you're looking at these cards. Okay, so what are you doing instead?
So instead, I'm going to still move one. I'm going to do suggestion first and then wicked scratch.
Okay, so top or bottom of suggestion?
I'm doing bottom of suggestion, top of wicked scratch.
Okay.
So I'm going to move, it's a move 3, but I'm going to only move 1. And then I'm going to muddle that guy.
Okay, so you're muddling Vermling 1.
Yes, muddle within range of 3. So
okay.
Yep, muddled him. And then one ally within range 2.
That's me.
Attack 4.
Okay, so...
Not ranged.
That is, I am not ranged attacking. Okay, so I will attack Vermling 5 for a base of 4.
Promise not to cheat again.
-1, so 3. So I hit him for Vermling 5 for 3. 1, 2, 3. That's the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn. It
okay.
is now your turn.
It is now my turn. Okay, so I have 2 of my last cards. So I'm going to do the top of Piston Punch first, and that's a base attack 3. So I'm going to flip. So I hit him for 4. So that kills Vermling 5. He's dead. That was top Piston Punch. And then my bottom one is the big one, and it's just a move 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
And stand there. Okay, now it is the Vermlings' turn. They move 1, attack for 2. Now this one is muddled, which, as we know, draw 2 modifier cards, take the worst.
At disadvantage.
Okay, attacking for 2. Ooh, +2 or a -1.
Nice.
-1 is where we're at.
Goodness.
So that means I take 1 damage, which puts me on to 4.
Nice, and that's the end of the
That's
round.
the end of the round.
Now we've got no cards left in our hand.
So what do you do then, Sarah?
So then you can either long rest or short rest. I'm guessing, are you allowed to long rest or short rest?
I actually think in the tutorial, I'm pretty sure that you're only allowed to short rest, actually. Let me just
So
have a
in
quick look.
the regular game, you would decide whether you want to go at number 99, and you would long rest, which means you choose which card you would lose for the rest of this game, and you would heal 2, 3.
I think it's 3, but we'll find out when.
But then short rest, which is apparently what we're doing.
This is, yes, you can only short rest in this scenario, which means
You shuffle.
Yep.
And you lose a card.
Lose for the rest of the game.
For the rest of the game.
So what have you lost?
I have lost Gift of the Void.
Gone burgers. And
Heal
I
card.
have lost my 1-2 punch. So that's gone.
That sucks. Does it give you the opportunity?
No. I mean, we've only got 1 Vermling left, I think.
No, I know.
we'll
It
be
was
alright.
just a teaching moment.
Oh, do you mean like could I...
Yeah.
Let's see what it says. Take a short rest. They take all the cards from their discard pile, shuffle them, place 1 at random in the lost pile. The rest of the discard pile is returned. Anytime you would rather keep the card that was lost,
There
you
you
can suffer 1 damage to lose a different random card, but you have
got
to
take the other
have to
card.
lose the other
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
So if I didn't want to lose my 1-2 punch, yeah, I could take a damage, but I think we'll be alright
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
scenario. And that's it.
Nice.
That's short resting. So now we're going to pick some more cards. And what have we got to do? We just got to hit this Vermling for 5. Filthy Vermling for 5. I am going to go those 2 cards.
I'm going these 2 cards. Oh, actually, no, I'm not.
What have you got for us in Jaws of the Lion? Oh, do you know I had that cool obstacle destruction card? I forgot about that. I've just literally gone ones that I think will
No.
possibly do.
Yeah, I'll
most
go
damage.
those 2. All right, ready?
Yep, Flippy.
23.
42. So you're going first, 23, and I'm going 42. Draw.
Right. Wicked Scratch.
Alright.
1 enemy within range 2 may perform an attack 4.
1 enemy or 1
No,
ally.
sorry, 1 ally.
Because I
Can't
don't
read.
want them to do that.
I do have that card. That's my other card. Suggestion is force an enemy to attack.
Oh, to attack
Another
another
enemy.
one. Nice.
Enemy.
So
Yeah, yeah.
Wicked Scratch.
But
So
no,
sorry,
listen,
I'm...
So 1 ally, so you, do an attack 4 to that dirty vermin.
That's a 5. Do you know what that's going to do?
Boom!
That's going to kill the vermling.
Do you know what that means?
Boom. That is the conclusion. So, we have killed all of the vermlings. So, there's a little bit of flavor text here at the end. I'll just move all these modifiers away. Do you want to shuffle those ones up? Ahem. The conclusion. You wipe the blood of the last vermling from your face. Your thoughts return to the sleeping lion. Surely they've got a stew ready by now. It would be so perfectly warm and soothing. And it's right through that gate. So close, you can already taste it.
Yummy!
But then another thought comes.
Uh-oh.
It's highly unusual, brazen, really, for a pack of vermlings to operate this close to the city. Could they be behind the string of disappearances? It's a long shot, but one worth investigating, especially considering this ambush site doesn't look like their base of operations. There's probably a nest nearby that, with any luck, will have more information on the missing blacksmith and treasure. Treasure would be nice. Do you know anything about this missing blacksmith? Did you open this book up without me reading the introductory text to the scenario?
Yes, I did.
You sure did. So the reward for this scenario is you've opened up a new location, a hole in the wall.
Nice.
Scenario 2. So yes, so that's the end of the first scenario. So I'll just read the scenario 1 complete, what you do. Okay, so congratulations on completing the first scenario.
Thank you.
Read the conclusion text and the scenario rewards. When you see new location listed in the rewards, that means to place a new sticker on the city map board. In this case, place sticker for scenario 2, it should line up on B1,
It does.
a hole in the wall. Also, because you successfully finished scenario 1, mark the white box in its sticker to indicate it is complete. You cannot replay scenarios you've previously completed. Lastly, after each scenario, characters fully refresh, recovering all of their cards, removing any conditions, and returning their hit point dial to their maximum hit point value, which in my case is 8. Then, you're going to take out a character sheet, and you're going to name your character. You're going to write that you're on level 1. And now you should retrieve your 2 B cards from your deck. Let me find my 2 B cards. I'm pretty sure these are going to replace.
Are they going to replace?
Or are they going to be X cards? I don't know. 2 level B cards from your ability deck.
Yep.
And remove the 2 level A cards of the same name. So my 2, I'm replacing 1-2 punch, and I'm replacing the big one.
I'm replacing Wicked Scratch and Lure of the Void.
So you can see on the new one, so like my big one, for example, now does it's a burn with a area of effect, and my 1-2 punch adds push and muddle, and I loot. So mine's got big upgrades on them.
I mean, I prefer my original Wicked Scratch.
You're not allowed to prefer the bad ones.
Well, the only difference between them is my original Wicked Scratch was a move 2 then strengthen. Now it's a loot then strengthen. I prefer the
Loot's
move.
good.
I know, but I like to move. And then my other one, I know the B back. My other one, instead of stun, I now disarm.
Okay, nice.
I mean.
And then it's got another thing as well.
And then, so that's good. My Lure of the Void. Now, one ally, instead of doing an attack 3, they attack 6.
And also, you get to move the enemy onto traps. That's pretty cool. But that's a burn.
Not bad.
Okay, so you take out those 2 level A cards. So you've still got 6 cards in total.
Yes, we do.
And now you can save the game and then crack on with scenario 2, which we will get into next time.
Yes.
That has been a quick introduction into Jaws of the Lion. And scenario 1.
Come back for more.
Oh, yes.
I'm so excited.
Yes, we are going to be back. I love Gloomhaven. You know I do. I love Gloomhaven.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to play this for ages.
Yeah.
So, yes, I'm very excited to keep cracking on.
Yes.
We're going to come back with scenario 2, which is called...
I'm guessing it's called A Hole in the
A
Wall.
Hole in the Wall. So, come back for that.
Yes.
We'll see you next time. Do all the things. Watch all the other videos. Watch our Skyrim ones. Watch Townsfolk Tussle.
Comment. Tell us who's your favourite character.
Doesn't now. Oh, you gotta be real. Like, if you're gonna talk base Gloomhaven favorite character, I'm pretty sure you just have to talk in symbols. Like, people are very spoiler.
What's your favourite character in this then?
On Jaws of the Lion.
Have you played Jaws of the Lion and Jaws of the Lion? Because there's only 4 characters. And I've never played this before. You've played this before.
I've literally played this scenario and the next one with my kids.
Oh,
That's as far as we've gone.
Yeah.
Do you know the cool thing about this is when you finish the campaign, you can use these characters in base Gloomhaven.
Ooh.
And I'm pretty sure, carrying on from that, all of the characters in Gloomhaven plus Jaws of the Lion can all be used in Frosthaven. But
I'm so excited for Frosthaven. Have you got your Frosthaven yet? We haven't.
No, nobody. I don't want to hear that. Don't comment that you've got your Frosthaven.
Just
It'll
makes us
upset
cry.
me. But yes, we are going to leave it there for now,
Yes.
and we will see you guys next time.